right, I've got my microphone on, turning that song off. There we go. Welcome everyone. Glad to have you guys all on board here. And yes, this is VolcanoX. And of course, I'm your host, DrFox2000. And let's see, what we got going on today? Well, we see lots of lava, and that is from Cumbre Vieja volcano back in November 16th of last year is when that was actually from. So, hey, that's pretty cool. And we might have a little bit more lava for the rest of the show here as well. Anyway, welcome everyone. Glad to have you all on board. I'll say hi to the moderators first. We have Arizona Snowman, Piggy, and we have Joseph Fields Official, and sometimes we have C&D Boy, and also sometimes we have Lucas Snow. And tonight we have a guest moderator, and that is Gura26. And now Gura isn't very good at moderating. He doesn't know much about it as of yet, but we're letting him get his feet wet for tonight only, and giving him a whirl to kind of experience something slightly different and a kind of a different light, I guess, if you want to say it that. So let's try to help out Gura and not hinder him too much. We might play a trick on him or something, but it's all right. You know, fun. But anyway, welcome to the moderators. Glad to have you all on board here today. And let's see, what else we got going on? First person in, and I was surprised how quickly she got in there, and I have no idea. But Hermione, as soon as I clicked that button, poof, Hermione was there. And I have no idea how she did that, because she must have been sitting there waiting or something. Super high-speed internet, something like that. But Hermione gets the cookies. I don't know if Fluffy was involved in that, but that is pretty good. The game is afoot. Uh-oh, what's that funny smell? I can't. What's that funny smell? Is it a foot? I don't think so. Anyway, congratulations, Hermione, on being first in. And also, congratulations to Gura for being our first guest moderator. And we're going to maybe try a few in the future here, just so people can get that experience a little bit. And, you know, see if they like it or not. They may end up with trouble and not want to be a moderator ever again, or hey, they might like what they're doing and continue. So we'll see, though, in the future. Like I say, for tonight and tonight only, Gura is going to have that experience, so we'll give it a whirl. Anyway, welcome everyone. No, he just got in. All right, Hermione, so it was all you're doing, not Fluffy. And all right, we've got that straight, so that is all cool. And I'm going to say hi to everyone. And first off, of course, Hermione, and welcome. I'm glad to have you on board. And then we'll go up the ladder here. See Storm Chaser 1211, welcome. Kevin Haynes, Henry Nelson, Sue Hayes, King Colin Deadman, Juliet. What's that funny smell? No, that's what his name is. What's that funny smell? Even though he says the game is afoot. And I really don't believe it's afoot. But I'm just going to ask that question again. What's that funny smell? And anyway, lots of fun there. Welcome back. Glad to have you on board. Going up a little bit more, see who else is in here. Going. We got Tom Dice, and Pepper isn't there tonight. Pepper is busy, enjoying some time with her friends. Let's see, Sue Hayes we got, Storm Chaser we got, Juliet we got, going up the ladder here, and trying to find some other names. Kevin Haynes, I think we said your name. And hey, what's that pig in the snow there? We're supposed to be on lava. There we go. Get it back to some lava fields. Going back up here, Billy Bob Joe is in the house. Welcome, and glad to have you on board. Let's see, who else snuck in here? Grandma B is here, of course. Welcome, Grandma B. And going up some more, looking for other wonderful names. Trevor the Wonky Donkey. Welcome back, Trevor. And going up some more, looking for other names that we can shout out here, I guess. Nancy Buchanan says, back in the chat later. Okay, no worries, and hi to Nancy. I do see Tetra is also here. Welcome, Tetra. And I'm going up some more. OneFish26, good to have you back on board. Going up a few more here, we have Mr. Rocker Vlogs. Mr. Rocker, welcome, and nice to have you on board. And let's see who else we may have in here. Going. Sue, we got Grandma, we got Juliet. We got Mark the Shark is in here as well. Welcome, Mark. Gary is here. That is 24/7 live AZ Skies. Of course, he's one of our moderators. I didn't mention him earlier, but I see his name there, so I figure I'd better make him feel more welcome. And going up a little bit more here. Okay, I see Nancy, we got Mark, we got, and who else is on the list? Going through, scanning as quick as I can. I'm all the way to the top. I don't see anyone else. Going back down to the bottom, and there we see Oink and Extra Bacon. All right. Hello, is what's that funny smell? I don't know what that funny smell is. Okay, is it a toe? Is that the problem? Is there toe fungus there? I think we should make that a passes out pens and tails. Uh-oh. Trevor, run. Hi, Professor Fox. I hear you have been recognized for your research into lava workers and the what was symbiotic relationship with lava birds. Well done. Well, Trev, I'm surprised you noted that. That's awesome. News to me, but thanks. Oh boy, a little bit of fun, you guys. A little bit of fun. Anyway, so that is Cumbre Vieja in La Palma from way back, and we're going to stop that. We'll head on over to our usual routines here and run through things really quickly. We do have a 7-minute video that I want to be showing you right after we deal with Iceland, and then we will go from there. So really quickly, popping over here, of course, this is Sicily, Mount Etna, and of course it's dark. We can't see the darn thing. So we'll turn on our nice little time lapse that I made from earlier today from whatever time it was, 1830 onward, and we watched the sun go down in Sicily. So pretty cool, and that should be interesting to watch as the sun goes down. Now, as far as the amount of off-gassing and stuff like that, in comparison to what it was doing before, it's starting to become less and less. At least this is what it appears to be doing, and it is calming down. So Mount Etna is going quiet, you guys. Well, we don't know if it's going to go quiet, but it's definitely toning down a bunch, and that might be all right for a while. As we see here in the silhouetted patterns there, we do see that smoke still coming off of the very top, as well as from the crater that's behind it, or I think that's on the south side. I'm not sure direction wise here, but the on the opposite side of what we can see, and hopefully that won't produce too much more, and it'll calm down. Is Irish Monk in here? Irish might be asleep after his champagne. Either that or he's big time in the doghouse. No phone. He's been vanished. Oh boy. Anyway, we won't get into that. Anyway, it was a nice scene watching the sun go down in Sicily, and as you can see, this video, because it was sped up about 32 times there, that smoke was actually very, very slow popping out of there. Hey, welcome, Sophie. Glad to have you on board. Anyway, everything else in basically in Sicily is quiet. We haven't heard any more from our stuff happening over at Stromboli. I did check earlier. The cameras were on and off again, so a little bit difficult to deal with, but didn't see anything major happening there. So we'll maybe check that in a little bit during the show here sometime, but not right now. Anyway, let's pop over to Iceland. And of course, Iceland has had some issues here with showing Ragnar, or the close-up cam. Anyway, I did stop it. Like the stream was buffering like crazy, and I did stop it back a ways back in time here, where it still showed okay. Just so we can have a look at it. And this was actually from about 10 a.m. and that is what we were seeing. So it was quiet. If we let that play from that point onward, we can kind of get the gist of how much steam and smoke and everything was coming off of it. You do see some of it there. And let me see if my mouse will work. And there we go. I turn that mouse button off during my recordings, so that's what we do. So we see a little bit of smoke there and some rising out of here. We do still see the heat plumes going up, and I don't know, it looks like fairly large heat plume back here. Really hard to tell right now, but that's kind of what we were seeing. If we move a little further in time, it did kind of lighten up there, and we had a really good look at it. There we go. And I think, yeah, it still shows where it is smoking up top. And I'm wondering, it almost looks like another piece broke out right in here. I thought that was a little bit smoother looking. We'll have to maybe look back in a few days back and see. But that looks like a fresh chunk missing. I don't know if it's because of the alien spaceship I seen the other day, but there's definitely something missing. He's in the background, Sophie. Don't worry. He's always there watching, and we'll be okay. Anyway, that's kind of what I was looking at there, just seeing that extra stuff. And we have actually more breakage on the back here as well. So this thing is shaking apart a little bit. I don't know if we want to use that term, but that is kind of what we're seeing. And I don't know, maybe I'll have to try to do a comparison shot from today and a few days back. Anyway, I'm going to see if that'll go back to live. And no, they ended it, what was it, 89 minutes ago. I'm going to see if they're back up on it, though. Nope, doesn't look like it. So it's a good thing I did what I did, and we were able to see it a little bit. Let's have a quick peek at the sunset. And of course, that is a beautiful looking there tonight. And that is in the city of Reykjavik. And that is pretty. Yeah, it is a nice sunset tonight there, and very, very beautiful looking. So definitely worthy of having a peek at it. Him not here really. Banana Puss, you're not here. 33rd thumb of the day, and thanks, Banana Puss. And let's see. Anyway, that is our wonderful stuff there. Let's have a peek at Knothaggy Valley. Camera view is not very good. If we go back in time, it really looked foggy and glary for the most part. These are about the best images right here. But that is from 8:37 a.m. and that's what we're seeing right in there from this morning. Still some smoke or steam coming off of it, which is kind of neat. And again, you'd think some of that heat would have been gone by now, but apparently not. We've got hot lava underneath there yet, holding its temperature, so pretty awesome. Anyway, okay, let's see. Oh, I moved it a bit. We were on that one. All right, I put it back down so you could see down here a little bit better. But that is what we're looking at. Anyway, let's see. What? Yeah. Language. Yes. You're right, Piggy. Anyway, let's go somewhere else. No, yeah, no, maybe. Do we want to go somewhere else? Let's do the earthquakes first, and then we'll go somewhere else, you guys. Or actually, the harmonic tremor chart first, and then we'll sneak off. I want to show you the other video that I've got loaded up here. That's why. Anyway, harmonic tremor chart really quickly as soon as it loads up for me, and it's taking its time for some reason. There we go, harmonic tremor chart, and that is pretty much up to date. Going to give it a quick shot here though, and make sure it's all the way. And there we go. So we can see that it had a fairly decent rise, and then it dropped off again. And it looks like it's leveling out on the other guys as well. A big spike in here makes you wonder where that quake was, and we'll have a look. And a bunch of little ones. And the little ones, that could be anywhere around, but that should be fairly close when it's that large. Anyway, quick peek over at the one from Grindavik and see if that one compares as far as that spike is concerned. And let's see. Whoop, did I go too far? Yes, I did. There's Grindavik, and there's that spike. And we also see some stuff down here, but not as much here. And that makes me wonder, some of these other quakes would have been on the other side, or the eastern side of Geldingadalur or Fregarelfjall. And of course, this is still evident here, so must have been a fair size. Let's put it back up there, and we will take a quick peek at the earthquakes and go from there. So let's grab these, and there we go on the map. And I'm already seeing the possibility. Ooh, hey, this is new, brand new, changing my routine right now. Katla 4.0. Wow, that wasn't there before, you guys. That is fairly new. Happened at 1657, depth of 1.1, and it is a 4.0. And that is fairly big, and that is only 1 kilometer and 1.1 kilometers down. He did have a friend here, 1701, a little later, 1.1 kilometer down as well. And it's a 1.2, so a brand new quake. And yeah, that is that definitely, if somebody was in the area, they would have felt it for sure. So that is very interesting, a surprise, and that wasn't on the maps before. Really good to see that. Let's take a look up in the north end here first though, and see what we've got. Here's a 2.0 and a 1.7. 2.0 is from 4:46 a.m., 3.9 kilometers down, and the 1.7, 11:21 a.m. and 1.1 kilometers down. So not very far on that guy for a 1.7. Makes you wonder. We do have a 1.6 here as well, and another 1.7. Let's see if we can get on those. There we go. 12:50 was the time on that. 10 kilometers down from today. And whoop, zoom out and go over. Where's the other ones? 1.7 right there. And that guy. Oh, come on. What happened to my thing? There it is. From 5 a.m. and boy, that's showing as 100 meters down. A surface quake of sorts, 1.7 in magnitude, and that's not very deep. 1.1 over here. Let's see how deep that is. 1.1 kilometers down, 5 a.m. as well. So we've got some plates shifting around. That is very interesting, and we see a lot more little ones here. I'm not going to go through all of them. 1.2 here is interesting though. Let's zoom in on that real quick and see. There we go, 7.9 kilometers down. Was actually yesterday's from 21:51. And zooming back out, we will take a look over here at, where is it? Asja. On this map, we're not seeing anything at Asja, and we are not seeing anything at Bardabunga. We have one tiny little 1.9 at Grunsvatn, and that is 6.9 kilometers down. Happened at 21 minutes after midnight Iceland time, and that is what we've got there. So we had a look at the one, the 4.0 on Katla. There was another one here, 1.0, and wanted to see that. And that is from 2:01 a.m., 100 meters down. 1.0 could have been a tremor of some sort, or a landslide or something in that area, and very easily could have been a landslide looking at the terrain. But you never know, could be something underneath trying to get out, like a lava worker stuck in a tunnel or something. You know, could be something like that. Anyway, let's carry on. Yes, Banana Puss, Kayla. Quite innocent, really? Yeah, sure. Very innocent. Here we have another quake out by Cephalos, and that is 4.1 kilometers down, 3:51 a.m., and that's what we see there. Zooming back out, going over, of course, our Reykjanes Peninsula, and that's the capital city, and we were looking out onto the water there to see the wonderful sunset going down, and that is what we've seen. This guy here, a little bit closer to our area, 1.0 though, not very big, 1641 for that, and it's 6.1 kilometers down. Going and taking a look at the rest of the peninsula, of course, capital city Reykjavik, the airport right there, Keflavik Airport, Keflavik, Reykjanesbær, Yardvik, and then if we slide down here a little bit, there's your Blue Lagoon, your power plant, and the town of Grindavik. So that's what we're seeing there. We want to grab this 1.3 right there, see how deep that is. 3.1 kilometers down, 18:39 was the time on that from yesterday, so no problem. And let's see what else we've got. We got that 1.0 over there, and we need that 2.0 out here in the water. It's actually 2.5, and that's a little bigger than I seen earlier. 10:54 a.m., 7.9 kilometers down for that 2.5. Very interesting. And then there was another one here somewhere, and let's see, where is it? There it is. And that is, darn it, zoom in, and now we can get it. All right, 3.9 kilometers down, also from yesterday, 1813. I don't recall that being there, but okay, no worries. That is all cool, and that is about what we see on the tremor chart here, or earthquake map. Let's just have a quick peek at the other one. Yeah, it definitely indicated the one at Katla. They have downsized it from a 4 to a 3.79. There's also a 3.2 out here, which was not on the other map, 22:58. So big time difference. So that's a brand new one, 1.1 kilometers down. This one, this is also listed at 22:58. So simultaneous, but that is 135 meters down on that guy. Now we do see a bunch of other small ones here as well, and they are all very fresh, I think. 2301 for a 1.11, 1.2, 1.1 kilometers down. And we see a few more here, 0.9 kilometers down for this one, and that is about 1 minute after 2300 or 11 p.m. as well. This guy here, same kind of thing, and that is 5.2 kilometers down, though a lot deeper, but same time. So lots of triggering from the larger quakes, and that is kind of what we're seeing there. Just a quick peek, there's a bunch more around Grundsvatn that we've seen the 1.9, but they've got 3 little guys there as well. And I just want to slide up to Asja and see, since the other chart had nothing on it, we do have a bunch of 0.3s here, and they are 4.55 kilometers down. 7:20 a.m. for that one, 9:40 a.m. for that one, 4.6 kilometers down, and that one is 6:56 a.m., 5 kilometers down, all just 0.3s. So no biggie, but that is what we're seeing there. So, of course, oh, hang on, do we have another one here? They are now calling that a 4.66. And that happened at 22:58. All right, what's going on with my map here? 4.66 just got reduced to 4.37. Oh boy, what are those guys doing? All right, that looks like the one that was the other one. They changed the value on it again. Wow. All right. Anyway, that is kind of odd, but yeah, that's what's going on, you guys. Let's see if the other map updated. I just want to take a look and see. And yep, they did update. And let's see if, yeah, they're calling it a 3.8. So that is kind of weird. Everybody's got different sizes. Come on, make up your minds, you guys. Anyway, they're not showing the other one on here either, the secondary one. So very weird. Anyway, let's leave that alone, and we're going to investigate stuff a little bit more. I'm putting you back on there for a second. Now, I do have something. Actually, no, I do want to leave you over on the other one for a minute here. I want to get something copied and pasted here before I do that. Just got to make sure I get in the right spot, and we are going to get the name copied and pasted. Copy, there we go, and see if I can get that up there. And I'm going to put up a link here for you guys. And I do encourage you to go over and subscribe to his channel. You don't have to subscribe just yet. And I know, Piggy, it's the 5-minute warning. The video, though, is 7 minutes long. And I know that's going to mess up things with break time, but I'll sneak into a break just as we do it. So here comes the wonderful video. And I know I'm messing up with the break time, and you guys are going to enjoy this, though. I promise you. This is something quite awesome, and something we don't often get to see. And here we go, and I don't even know if there's any audio on there, but I am going to let it play. And yes, that is RTVE. And please enjoy this video. And of course, the name is up there. It is Thomas Spinner from Deutschland, from Germany, who was out there. This is actually from May 8th to 9th, if I have it correct. And this is what it looked like. Now, last time I seen RTVE, or at least videos of it, the entire top area was full of lava. The fact that it's sucked way back down inside that crater is really awesome. Aventur is adventurer, if you want to translate that. And this is some fantastic close-up video of RTVE. And you guys, who can't love this? This is awesome. I am stoked to be able to see that wonderful view. This is really, really cool. It really is. And we're gonna get a little better and bigger and cooler. So look at that. So I'm trying to make sure you have your lava fixed for today, and I'm hoping this is gonna do it. This is just incredible. And of course, it looks like it's belled out down in the bottom there. It looks like it's a bigger chamber in the bottom. That hole is just right there, and it bells out. And where is RTVE? It is over in Ethiopia. Is it Ethiopia? Yeah, I think so. And it is not too far away from the I guess Middle East, if you want to call it. It is part of the Middle East, really. But this is just beautiful. It looks absolutely awesome. So if you haven't, I'm going to pin that message before it disappears on me. I've put it up there and pinned it. So if you guys want to go over and subscribe, I was subscriber number 35. So I know he didn't have very many. He does have a few volcano videos up, and they are very nice. He's a volcano adventurer, and we'll be doing more videos like that. So very, very awesome, you guys. And this, to me, is just tremendous. I love looking at this. This is just, I could sit here for hours. I'd probably end up falling asleep on the caldera wall and end up falling into the volcano if I was watching this. That would be a really, really beautiful sight. Like what? Just really awesome as far as I can tell. I don't know what if you guys are enjoying this or not. Anyway, welcome, Yona. Glad to have you on board. And subscribe to your friend. Thank you. And I'm sure Henry, he will say Dankeschön, and that'll be pretty cool. So, and when I did ask him for permission, of course, Thomas, he knew of the stream here already, and he said absolutely yes. So that is fantastic, and I would love to see them grow a little bit more and get a few more subscribers on their channel, and see what happens. And they are doing some very, very awesome work. All right, who wants to jump in? That is just incredible. To me, that is just absolutely gorgeous to see that. That is wonderful looking lava. So I like when the volcano have female names. I don't know if RTVE is a female name or a male name. I really don't know. And it is pretty cool. And yes, it is break time, but I'm going to let the video finish before I go on my break. And we'll work with that. And of course, this is pretty cool. So he does have a couple of other ones on there that you guys would probably enjoy right off the bat. But we'll start with this one for today, and that is absolutely lovely video. So that is our featured video for today, and I give him a thumbs up for sure. This is absolutely fantastic, you guys. So definitely have a look at the channel. It's a beer name. Yes, Urta Ale is a beer. And definitely, I don't think it's a female beer. It's Urta. Well, it could be. I don't know if Urta is female or not. Could be. Different countries have different ways of going about that. So, but yeah, wow, gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. That is just Urta Kits was female. Oh, okay. Um, Hot stuff then. But yeah, really, really awesome, you guys. And I do give them big credit for this wonderful video. And yes, indeed, that is absolutely gorgeous. So, Urta Ale in over in our wonderful Middle East in Ethiopia, I guess it is. And we'll point that out on the map, exactly where it is, so you guys get a better idea. But that is gorgeous, and I think it should be excellent. Anyway, okay, Urta is a girl name. Okay, and yeah, he's got, oh yeah, he's got Yasur and Fregadelfjall. So Ragnar and Yasur are two of the other videos that he's got up. Those are shorty ones though, so that is pretty awesome. That's it for that, you guys, and I liked it. It was absolutely gorgeous. It's hypnotic at its best, you bet. It really does get you right away. I'm going to take that off of there. So if you guys, let's see, I'm trying to get my page going back here again. Just want to make sure we've got enough. No, I'm going to move it back here somewhere where we have nicer lava views. Somewhere around here or something. Okay, I'll let it play from here. Hopefully there's enough lava showing for the duration while I go on my break. And I know I'm a little late. Oh, there we go. And Piggy got him. All right, Piggy. And you just deleted the message. Let's get rid of them. I'm going to turn on subscriber only mode right now. And there we go. And put it on just 1 minute. So if you haven't subscribed yet and you are chatting in the channel, you will have to wait 1 minute after you subscribe. You'll be able to chat in there in 1 minute, just so you're aware of that. Unfortunately, it is because of these bad guys, and that is one of those things we don't really approve that message. So there we go. Anyway, I'm going to leave it here. I know that's not as good a lava as what we had. Maybe I'll leave it right there. We'll watch the stuff go down the hill. All right, it is break time for me, you guys. I do need to take that break. I can hear my voice is cracking already, and I'll get that music on. So for those who haven't yet, hit that like button, please. Give it a bop. And I'm sure the video you just seen definitely deserves a like. So please give us a shot here. And also Thomas Spinner, of course, has his channel there. Please go over and bop his subscribe button and give him a thumbs up as well. Let him know that you came from here. On that friendly note, I'm your host, DrFox2000, here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. I'm going to take a 5-minute break. I'll be back. Play nice. And I've got the microphone back on, so welcome or welcome back everyone. I'm glad to have you on board today. I'm your host, DrFox2000, and you're watching VolcanoX live stream. Glad to have everyone here, and just checking on something really quickly, and I see we've got Thomas, at least 10 more subscribers. That is awesome. He'll be delighted with that. And excellent for getting that up there a little bit for him. So really cool, you guys. I do appreciate that. And for those guys who haven't done so yet, that awesome link up in the top there, Thomas Spinner, done a very, very nice video of Urta Ale. He also has several others posted, which are really quite neat. And let's kind of stop this one though. Let me find it. I'm going to put on the magic brakes and stop the lava from flowing down the hill into the ocean there at Cumbre Vieja in La Palma. And we will, no, not spinny, definitely not spinny. Anyway, spinner. Anyway, he's a nice German guy, so be good to him, young fella. Lots of youth, and get up and go climbing those wonderful hills to get up to Urta Ale. We had a 4.2. Yes, we know, Yona. We were looking at that earlier, and that is the kind of the big news for those people who missed it. We did have it down there. Let's just zoom in on it. There, down here on Katla. And that is what we are seeing, 4.2, and he had a few more friends, so definitely out there, Yona, and that is where it is, and we definitely noticed it, so it's accounted for. Pardon me. Anyway, let's zip through some of the other wonderful volcanoes that we've got. First, popping out here to the Azores, and of course, Azore Islands are kind of on the mid-Atlantic ridge, and right at the dividing point between the Eurasian plate and the African plate. Makes it kind of a no man's land, or a zone that may turn into a future plate, a future well, not just islands, but it could technically lift up that whole little chunk in between there as the plates all pull apart and create a new continent. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, we are on the island of São Jorge here, and that is the harbor lights. The lights you see across the way, and that is Pico Island, and way off in the distance on that end, that would be Fayal Island. Just so you have a better idea what it looks like there. I have this picture that we pop in for a daytime shot, just so you can see what it is. That's back from the 11th though, so a little bit different than right now, but anyway, that is what it looks like there. Pretty awesome. Moving on through, there's our little cove we always look at. I was watching earlier, it wasn't very much wave action coming in at all. Looks like there's a little bit more now than what we've seen earlier, so it may have gotten a little bit rougher, but there was nothing earlier. Moving on to the other harbor. This is a different one, not the same one we were looking at with all the bright lights. We have a ship anchored off out there in the harbor area, and some other vessels that you can barely see here, some sailing craft. Also anchored in the shelter of the harbor. And moving on, we will take a look. There is our wonderful Azore Islands. If we zoom out a little bit, you can kind of see where we're at. And there we go. There's Portugal, Spain, Morocco, and then, of course, here's your North America, Nova Scotia, PEI, that kind of stuff. And If we zoom back in here a little bit, there's the mid-Atlantic ridge, and of course the other ridge here. When I say no man's land, you can kind of sort of see the build-ups here, and then the plate boundary runs along here somewhere and goes right into here. So that's what we're kind of looking at when I say no man's land. This if the Eurasian plate goes and pulls away, and the African plate pulls away, we'll get a new continent there. So stick around a couple million years, and we will see something develop. Ed H, welcome. I'm glad to have you on board. Lizoid is also here. Who else popped in? We got Trevor earlier. Let's see, Bananapus, welcome, and Mark the Shark we got. Yona we got, and I'm just looking real quick to see if I missed anyone. We got one fish. Bananapus. Mona Alfano is here. Welcome, Mona. And I think we're good with names right now. If I didn't happen to say your name or say hi to you, we do say hello, and don't mean to be rude or anything. Anyway, we do see that on the screen. I want to fix that up and make that a little bit wider here, and see if that works. There we go. Anyway, that should help out a little. I should have done that before I showed you the rest of it. All right, I'll zoom back out there. That'll be easier to look at, and that's what it is. Anyway, not a heck of a lot of quakes there today, even though you see a whole bunch on the map here. There is really only one that happened today, and that is 1.5, and it was at 3:55 a.m. And I wanted to confirm that, so I will stop that guy, go over to the other map, and I've got this set as big right now, but I'm going to refresh it. It'll make it smaller again, and we'll have to go through it again. There we go. So looking in the entire area, we only see that one quake, and that was 20 hours ago, 1.5. So we know exactly where it is and what it was doing. And this is probably a better description of no man's land right in here. You can kind of see where this is coming apart, and that is all a result of it. So it does look like it's up a little bit in this area, and maybe we will in a few million years see some rise out of the dungeons there of the ocean, and we'll get another continent building. This planet is changing, so it will do that over time, eons and eons of time. So a lot of hellos to everyone. It's busy here. Yes, Ed. There's a few people, and that happens, and you're lucky it's on a quiet day. When you normally come here, there's hundreds. Anyway, let's take a look down below there. It does not show a depth on that at all, and I don't need to bring up that extra chart. We can see it's right at the surface. So that is what they're saying, and that's what we'll go with. Anyway, that is the Azores. Let's move on, and next one is Popocatépetl, and I'm trying something with Popocatépetl. That is 6:08 a.m. and that would have been off my screen already had I not stopped it and put it into a pause mode. Anyway, that's what it looked like at 6:08 a.m. This morning at Popocatépetl. And if we move it ahead a little bit and let it play, the clouds there were horrendous, and it was very, very difficult to see anything shortly thereafter. And if we move it ahead just a little bit, there you can see the sugar-coated Popocatépetl. That is, of course, snow. Close Azores Harbor? No, I don't want to do that. I'll leave the harbor open all night long. They want to have it open. There's people that come and go sometimes. They've got that ferry running, so we got to leave that open. Anyway, the cloud got really bad for a while, and then as we go along there, all of a sudden, of course, this is 6:41 a.m. now, and I was hoping, oh yeah, we need a break. I want to see the the rise of the golden volcano here, and I waited and I waited and I looked and I watched and I seen it popping out, and I thought, oh yeah, sure, it's going to be in the clouds all day long. And as I'm moving ahead 5 seconds at a time, I'm starting to see that it came out, peaked, and then it went back into hiding. And I thought, darn it, not good. But I kept on doing that, and we ended up with something that looked like, hang on, we'll get very close to it here. There we go. That's what we ended up seeing. So that is about time, and we got in there. And really hard to tell, though, in that shot, if it was actually just off-gassing or if that's clouds sitting up top. And I'm thinking it's clouds, and I'm not going to worry about it so much. But that was not a bad view amongst everything that we've seen. And I honestly, for a lot of the time today, it was really, really poor visibility at Popocatépetl. These are the better times, and there you can see it pluming a little bit as well. And then after that, it went pretty much into the abyss of the clouds for the latter part of the day. Looking at, what happened to that? That died. I guess that one didn't like me doing what I did. But we do have the early morning shot still on there intact. Let's see if we get a little bit further ahead. And there we go. Want to make sure that is up. Yeah. So that's what it looked like from the other angle. I see some very neat clouds hanging around as well, and that is pretty awesome. So that is our wonderful Popocatépetl, and that one did stick around a little bit longer as far as visibility. There you can see the lenticular clouds are trying to wrap it up here, and looks pretty cool. And I think, yeah, this one really did turn gold, though. This is pretty awesome to see the coloration in here at sunrise, basically 7:13 when the sun finally hit it, and it looked really, really nice. So that is pretty awesome, you guys. And 5-minute warning, thank you, Piggy. I'm way behind with my stuff here, so but that's okay. Anyway, later on, that's what we were seeing from the other side, and then it got basically that's about the last of the good shots we got, and then it went into the abyss of nothingness. The other side, again, roughly the same idea, and this one is a little bit further away, so we can see what we've got going on there. And same thing, a snow line fairly far down. Moving over to the next one, of course, this is Fuego de Colima. This is the not to be confused with the Guatemala Fuego. This one is south of Guadalajara, Mexico, and that's what we were seeing. And if we go back to the earlier hours, we can actually see the volcano, a little bit of a cloud coming out, but not a heck of a lot. This shot, unfortunately, is far away. 8:30 in the morning is what the time was on there. So 8:31, that's what we were seeing. And back to clouds this afternoon, hiding. Moving on, there is Fuego. Hey, Fuego, why are you hiding? And I don't know. Fuego doesn't respond. how about we look at it right there, and we do see Fuego. And I don't know how much erupting it did. I really didn't check back. They did have some problems with the stream. There was also no real good visibility during the night. Lots of clouds, and that always makes it very, very difficult to get any kind of a decent rapport from that volcano. Just looking at some of the clouds look pretty ominous, and no, that's not from the volcano, that's just cloud, and that is scary looking. I don't like those scary clouds. I'm sure there was something coming out of our volcano vent though, and hopefully we'll see what happens in the future. Anyway, we'll leave that guy, pop on to our next one here, going a little bit further south, and of course that was Fuego, and that was in Guatemala. Now we're down in Nicaragua, and this is Tolica, and then the next one was supposed to be Momotombo, but Momotombo again, they deprived us of the rest of the picture once again. This is a neat shot. Look at this kamikaze coming in here. It's an alien spacecraft, an X-wing flyer of some sort. We can see that fairly well. And anyway, here's the caldera of Messiah, and Messiah is definitely off-gassing, even though it does have kamikaze pilots going shooting at it or whatever. It's to me, it's got to be an X-wing flyer, you guys. Anyway, what that really looks like is one of those it's a dragonfly flying sideways. Mark the Shark, are you related to a lava shark in Montana? I don't think so. Anyway, okay, I'm not sure if you guys are seeing that or not, but anyway, I don't see any comments. Anyway, we'll leave it be. It is break time, you guys, so you can always delete it afterwards. Okay. She calls you uncle. Okay, cool. Anyway, that is all good, you guys, and let me put it back here. I was trying to work it out, Dr. Fox. Next one is back. They changed the screen, and yep, it is a dragonfly, and you can see it. So, no worries. All right, putting you back onto some lava, and I am going to go take a break. And please, for those good people who have or have not yet hit that subscribe, or sorry, the like button, please do hit the like button if you're enjoying the show. And also, if you are new and you want to chat in the chat box, you have to be subscribed for at least 1 minute in order to be able to do that. The reason that we put that on there is to keep the riffraff out. We don't need our favorite porn channels spamming our chat here. So, well, they're not my favorite porn channels. They're just porn channels with a robot. Anyway, enjoy the lava. I'm going to go take that break. I'll be back in 5 minutes. And keep smiling, everyone. Play nice. And 2 bunnies, by the way, right now. Just so you know. It's cool. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm just trying to get things under control here on the wrong screens. Wow. Let's stop this one. Welcome back, everyone. Glad to have you on board, and very happy to have you here. It is the second break here, so we are going to get at bacon seeds right away. Thank you for the welcome backs from Gura and Piggy and Kevin Haynes and Sue Hayes, and Sharon says, I can hear you. Thank you. And also Linda says, welcome back. Thanks, everyone. I do appreciate that. So that is awesome. Anyhow, let's pop around. Let's see, where did we go? We went to Popocatépetl. We had a look at Central America. Didn't have time to add any new volcanoes there. There are more in Central America that are going off once in a while, and I do want to see if we can find a few more of those. We have some leads. We'll work on it. Anyway, bacon seeds. That's what we're supposed to be doing next, and that's where we're at. Boy, that's going to mess me up, Trevor. Professor Fox? No. How about bacon seeds? Anyway, there's our last two from yesterday, our Vulcan bacon seeds, and we will see what today brings. So there we go. Close up. That's what it brings. Just about snubbed right into the screen there. Wow. And that's looking right at you. Definitely a close-up, if you ask me. So pretty awesome. And yep, clean nose. This one has a fairly clean nose, yes. And nice eyes, yet dark eyes. Evil dark eyes. That's all right. Needs a shave. I don't know about that, Sue. I'm not going to do it. We'll leave it there. By the way, my two bunnies are still eating. This guy, though, I think he needs the hogwash. He definitely needs the hogwash. Him and his buddy in the background there as well. And I see they have those newfangled phones in their ears. Anyway. Hogwash for sure for both of them. That is what we need. Moderator seeds. There you go. Be making mud pies. Yep, I believe that. Next guy, and he's got he needs the hogwash too. I think he was just having a snack and looked up and going, what do you want? I'm eating. And that is pretty awesome, you guys. Okay, let's get to our next one here, and we'll see what it is. Hey, a couple of pigs in a barrel, and that looks pretty awesome. Looks like they're trying to escape. Hopefully they will, and that is pretty cool. And let's go see. Yeah, pig pot. That's exactly what it is. And here they are after they've escaped. They're back out in the wild and free. They're looking for truffles. And they're kind of skinny. I think they need to eat a little bit more. Piggies are supposed to have a little bit of weight on them. But those particular ones don't seem to have too much. So hopefully they'll get some decent nourishment. And I will go from there. All right, snuffle truffles. Yep, they do that well. Okay, last but not least, here's our last bacon seed for today, and that is this wonderful guy. And he found himself some greenage, and I guess maybe he's digging for truffles over there, hoping that there's going to be something. And they fatten up quick. Okay, if you say so, C&D boy. And yep, he's hiding. Yeah, he's hiding behind that tree. It's not gonna work. Camouflage. Yeah. Definitely I'm not going to Yeah, if I stand still, nobody will see me. Pretty awesome. Anyway, that's it for our bacon seeds for today. Thank you kindly to Piggy for providing those, and they are awesome. Do really, really appreciate that, Piggy, that you're very kind, and thank you. Okay, let's carry on. We had a look at Mexico and South America. A quick peek into the Philippines. That picture doesn't look very nice. Let's see if we can hit it with a hammer and fix it up. Why does it look so fuzzy? Okay. I don't know why it went down to 144p, but it did. And not seeing a heck of a lot. We do see Merapi off-gassing a little bit in this shot, as well as the other ones. You can barely see the plume on the top here, unfortunately. But even if we go back in time, visibility today was really poor at the location, even though up high you could see stars, but for the most part down low, it's almost like they've had just hazy fog hanging around. And I'm wondering if it's something to do with the temperature being what it is there. So not so good looking, and we really aren't going to see any lava flowing on Merapi tonight. So that is kind of what we've got there, unfortunately. While we're on this shot, let's pop over to our other one that's always in the clouds, and of course that is Ruapehu on New Zealand. And if we go back into the earlier morning hours, we might have a chance. No such luck. And I was hoping that at dawn or daybreak we would have seen it, but I guess not. It's going to be hiding in the clouds all day, and yeah, that's kind of what we see there. So it turned rainy and more weird clouds and stuff. Not a heck of a lot we can do, and of course that is right now. You can kind of sort of see a little bit back there, but not a heck of a lot. You do see at the other end here, though, you can see some of that snow, and that is scary. They do have winter down there, so that's what we're looking at, you guys. Anyway, let's move on. Next one, of course, was Semeru. Since Merapi had that same problem, Semeru did as well, and they are both located on the island of Java, and unfortunately very, very poor visibility. I just gotta find it. There it is, Semeru. I was trying to get the other one going here to see if we had anything on Krakatoa, but nothing. Unfortunately, they're not showing that stream. This one, even if we go back in, well, this one isn't set, so we can't even go back. Unfortunately, they've got it set as just transmission only, no recorder on it. I don't know if they do that on purpose or accidentally. I think it's accidentally, because people like watching the videos. Hey, Linda is leaving, heading to the Lurkers Lounge. Be back later. All right, Linda, no worries. Enjoy the Lurkers Lounge. And next, Volcano, of course, is the one that has been giving us a little bit of action in the last little while. And as soon as I can find the screen, there we go. And that is our wonderful Semeru. And Semeru, sorry, not Semeru, Sakurajima. Boy, that was bad. A whole different country. Still over there, same part of the world, but anyway, a Sakurajima in Japan, and that is what we're seeing there. If we go back a little bit in time, about 47 minutes ago, looks about the same. I don't really see any major plumes popping out of it today. Mind you, they've had a lot of cloud in there, and it is very, very difficult to tell what's going on right now if that wind isn't blowing that material away, and very hard to see. And it does look like we do have something coming out of it, but again, with all that cloud, virtually impossible to tell what is really going on. And even at nighttime, that is at 4:19, that's what we've seen. And as I slide through here, I'm trying to see if there was a spot where we had anything lighting up. There was a little bit of a glow at a couple of points here, but I'm not sure if it was from the volcano or lights in the foreground putting a lens flare on, and I do believe that may be what we had. Duchess of Elements is in the house. Welcome, Duchess. I'm glad to have you on board. And looking for more spots. Don't see any. Going back a little bit further, still none. And that's about 12 hours ago. So I'm not able to see it, unfortunately. Putting that back on live. And like I say, very, very hard to tell with that cloud cover. Let's have a look at the other shot here. I knew the ice cream boats weren't there, so I didn't bother saying anything, but they're not there right now. They're coming. And not this guy. He's too small to have ice cream. The ice cream boat's back here. So we'll see what happens in a little bit. Moving on, the close-up cam, of course, very hard to see anything, even if we go back in time a little bit. This is about an hour and a half, hour and 40 minutes ago. Very hard to see. And there we go, back at 6 a.m. And if we go back to about, I don't know, somewhere around here, 4 a.m.-ish, something like that. That jumped all the way back to midnight. Wow. Okay, how did that happen? What happened to 4 a.m.? Okay, something weird went. They lost some hours in between here, I think. Wonder if that camera was down. Maybe not. Maybe so. Don't know. But anyway, I'm not seeing anything in there. I was hoping to see a little bit of lava. Unfortunately, not. So there we go. And that is the close-up of Sakurajima. And let's pop over to this guy here. Again, they dumped me down to lower qualities. There we go. And of course, that is Mount Fuji. If we go back a little bit, we do see it in the clear, and that looked pretty awesome. And again, as I remarked yesterday, absolutely no snow on Mount Fuji. And for me, that was kind of, it's odd because Mount Fuji typically has snow all the time, and for it to not have any snow on it is different for me. And looking at what we see over here at ASO, ASO, the way it's spelled, is ASO, of course, has some rain. And even when we go back earlier in the day, it continued to be raining, foggy, cloudy. Anyway, you can just see the edge of the caldera there. Very hard to make out what's actually coming out of it, if anything. Going back a little bit more, you can kind of see the steam coming out right there, but it is very, very poor visibility because of it being very early in the morning there, and rain. And if we go back a little bit more, there we go into the darkness and more rain. So that is what we have at ASO-san right now, and let's check if we see any lava or anything hot. And this is Suwanoshi-jima in the islands down south below Japan, and we are not seeing a heck of a lot. Very cloudy there as well. Seems that is the theme today, cloudy. So just trying to find any spot here that didn't have so much cloud, and that is, it's horrible. You can't really tell what's coming from the volcano when they're like that. The cloud just kind of bumps right into it, and if it is off-gassing, we would never know, right? Very, very difficult to tell anything. And that looks like eyeball, nose, mouth, ears. Is that a kraken? Oh no, that looks like a cat. Okay, it's Sylvester. Let's get it off the screen. It's a kraken. Anyway, that is it for our wonderful Suwanoshi Jima. That is, like I said, in Japan. Let's pop over to Taal and see if Taal is doing anything nice today. And there we are. We're seeing a bunch of very small little I don't know what you want to call them, vents. It's kind of odd to see a bunch of little ones like this. Usually you get a cloud coming from one general area and then another one from another general area. You don't see little plumes like this. This is weird, this is odd, and I don't know how to describe that. It just kind of makes a guy go, weird, awesome, different, and we'll see what happens. So we definitely have to keep an eye on what we've got. Their pick of the video. What? Well, if anyone wants to change their pick, I have a video showing how to do it. Okay, cool. That's awesome. And let's see what else we can get to here. Next volcano. Let's pop over to North America, and that is Yellowstone. And get on to that one. There we do see the steam rising from some of the vents, but unfortunately they are really not showing old faithful right now. So looking off into the fields, there are over 500 different geysers there in Yellowstone Park. So they're trying to cover some of them by looking across the fields. Dr. Fox, I made the video to help some of your subscribers. Excellent. Thank you, Duchess. This one is too close. What, Yellowstone? Put it this way, Lizoid. I don't think you need to worry about it in your lifetime. And it's not going to do anything for a bit. At least not that I can think of. I may be wrong, but I don't think it will. Just saying. That's my gut feeling. And you never know. You never know. And I was going to try to show you Stromboli, but two of their three cameras are offline, so we only have the one thermal, and that really isn't going to do justice. And that was this one here. So that's kind of what we got at Stromboli right now. I'm missing two of the cameras, and this is kind of the way it's been quite a bit as of late. The reason you really aren't seeing a heck of a lot of it. But anyway, let's see what we can come up with here. I'm trying to find my Hawaiian stuff, and I think I finally found it. All right, let's go to Hawaii. Hello, Hawaii. Hawaii likes to boogie. Okay, there we go. Quick peek at Hawaii, the Hawaiian Islands. Of course, what we're looking at is the lava pond within the caldera of Kilauea, and that is on Oahu, or no, not Oahu, on Hawaii, the Big Island, Hawaii, and that is what we're seeing. This was from 3:16 a.m. Hawaii time, and refreshing it, looking at it right now. And it looks like it's had some awesomely new fresh lava pouring in, very big slabs. Wow, that's wide. Usually it's only about half the size of that. They must have got rid of a blockage. And there we go. That is the lava tube over here that would be feeding it, and some venting from it. There's our toe that we refer to over there. That obviously still has an open lava tube. The level is up, and that is pretty awesome. Our level in general here is down a little bit, but not very much from the top. So we could see some overflow in the near future if it keeps filling. This again, 3:19 a.m. on that shot. You can see right there is your primary vent, and there's that little hornito, and then you've got the lava tube underneath here pouring the material into the pond. Not seeing too many other spots around. Usually we see some lighter stuff on the edges, but not this time around. Looking at the other shot, this was from 3:14 a.m. as well, and again a primary vent, the wonderful lava pond in the toe, and you can see those little spikes here. So let's refresh that. That's what it looks like right now, and hard to see, but there's Pig Island over there, the lava pond. Very hard to see that toe right there. A bunch of smoke coming off over there, but this is our primary vent here. Lava tube coming in here and flowing into the pond. Pretty awesome looking, but that is it. Kimmer, cool, loves volcanoes and oceans. Okay. Just lurking, Dr. Fox, hi all, and mods, you guys are the best. Love always the stream. Okay, excellent. Thanks, Kimmer, and do appreciate that. Okay, let's move forward here and take a look at the thermal, and that is again the primary vent, secondary, or that little hornito is there. Hard to see in this one today, but lots of fresh lava there in the pond, and we can see that. Fairly light on the edges here, and we do still see that over on the far side here. So we know some fresh lava had gotten over there. And again, this was from 3:14 this morning, Hawaii time. This is now from 14:14 Hawaii time. And there you can see the primary vent a little bit better, less smoke in the way, and still hard to see that hornito right there. A beautiful shot of the lava pond though, and the toe, and we do see some hot lava in some spots here. Not as hot as it was. It did cool off on the backside a little tiny bit, very hot there, but not so bad. Not so much. You can see though kind of a ring all the way around, and for those who aren't familiar, this whole center area here has been raised up, and it's because it's floating on top of lava. So that is what it's doing. Anyway, that is it for our wonderful Hawaiian stuff. I am going to put you back onto our Cumbre Vieja filler, if you will, and I'm going to set that in the right spot there so we can have it going, and I will put that into play, and I am going to go take a 5-minute break, you guys. So for those good wonderful people that are here, if you have not yet hit that like button, please do consider doing that. That would be awesome. And the other thing is, if you're new and you wish to chat in the chat box and you're finding that you're not getting any acknowledgement or your type isn't going in, we do have subscriber only mode on. You have to be subscribed for at least 1 minute before you can chat in the chat box, and hopefully that's not too much of an inconvenience. We do have problems with spam, and of course we don't want a bunch of sex sites advertising here in the live stream. So on that friendly note, I'm going to take a little bit of a break, you guys. Keep smiling, be good, and play nice with the lava flowing down the hill, and hopefully that will be good. high. So which is the hot volcano these days? The one that's doing the biggest thing is Sakurajima. Sakurajima in Japan is the one that is active right now. And anyway, I'm going to go for that break, you guys. Don't go away, and I'll be back in about 5 minutes or so. Keep smiling, play nice in the lava. And there we go. Microphone is back on. So welcome back, everyone. I'm glad to have you on board. I'm your host, DrFox2000, and you're watching VolcanoX live stream. And say, Nancy Buchanan made it back. Welcome, Nancy. Glad to have you on board. Brian Rock, rail fan, also here. Good to have you here. And thanks, Duchess and Sue and C&D Boy and Kevin and Piggy, I guess, as well. Even though it got retracted, I don't know if she typoed. But anyway, welcome and glad to have you all on board. And let's get at stuff. So I was trying to see how many people subscribed to our friend's channel there. And Thomas Spinner, of course, German fellow who's got a few nice videos, and I see actually only 3 people subscribed. I'm a little kind of going, what happened? I thought we were up to 45, and it's actually 38 is what I'm seeing on that. But anyway, for those who haven't subscribed to that channel, please do consider doing that. The link up top there is posted in blue, and if you right click on it, or sorry, if you click on it, then right click on the link. If you're using a computer, it'll open it up in a new window, and you can hit that subscribe button and have a look. And just so you can see what we were actually talking about, and it was Erta Ale is what we were looking at. And why is that not full screen here? Let me check. And no, that's not right. For some reason that's not showing in full screen. Oh, hang on. Maybe that is me. I've done that. Okay, I'm gonna let that play again so you guys can watch that. And of course this is from Thomas Spinner, and this is back in May of this year, and that's what we've seen. It's Erta Ale. It's located in Ethiopia, and that is pretty awesome to be able to see that activity. And of course they get a whole bunch closer here, and you guys will be able to see it. So close up. Like I was saying earlier when I showed it the first time around, well, last time I seen this, the entire lake top, if you will, was all covered in fresh lava. Right now it's only that hole down on the bottom where that lava is. So that is pretty cool. And hey, Kimmer, yeah, you'll like that. Hop right in. Kevin says 39 subscribers now. Thanks, Kevin. Appreciate it. Hang on for a sec. Okay, mic is on. All right, so yeah, this wonderful lava that you see in there, it gets more intense and more intense. So 41 now. Excellent, Sue. I'm glad to see those numbers are going up. And really, the guy has some truly good videos, even though they are not big ones or anything like that. It's not a big channel. He's got 4 videos up. He's got Ragnar in there, Fregadel Fjalt, and then he's got a couple of other ones that were pretty neat looking as well. So you guys have yourselves a peek at it, and definitely this is one of the ones, and I think it's just awesome to be able to see that lava floating around in there. And I never realized that there was such a big I thought the entire crater top was full, but I didn't realize that this hole was in the middle of this thing, and that's where most of that lava was concentrated. So very, very cool, and definitely worthy of having a look. So Tom Dice would be mentioned without ale. Oh boy, Nancy, that's a tough question. Would Munich be Munich without ale? Definitely not good. Woman surface serious burns after a footpath collapse in a geothermal sinkhole at Rotorua. Okay, Blair Horton, thank you for that. Causes her to fall in. Boy, that's not good. A geothermal sinkhole, yeah, that's always risky when you're in those areas. And wow, not good. Definitely not good. Why is Tom mad? What happened? Okay. Something's going on here. Don't get Tom upset. He's a good guy. Anyway, we do see how that lava is just bubbling, and that the folding and everything, recycling its own crust very quickly, and keeping it very magmatic looking. Dr. Fox, Oktoberfest is cancelled. What? Oktoberfest is cancelled? No way. Who the heck cancelled Oktoberfest? It might be. Oh, wow. Anyway, I'll look deep into the lava and forget about Oktoberfest. Look deep into the lava. You're being hypnotized. You will enjoy Erta Ale. I hope things work out there for you, Tom, and that they don't cancel it. I don't understand why they would do something like that. It doesn't make any sense to me at all. Don't be mad now in YouTube, please. Yeah, don't be mad. Gura's right. And yeah, it is what it is. Unfortunately, hopefully things will be okay. Anyway, yeah, we can always line whoever canceled it. We can always line them up on the edge of Erta Ale, and never mind. Forget that thought. It is absolutely. It's just astounding to look at this lava this close. Wow. Oktoberfest will consume a lot of gas, Dr. Fox. Well, yeah, and what makes the economy go? What, are you going to stop the economy? That's the whole idea, is make the economy go. Boy, oh boy. Anyway, love that lava. So again, for those people who have not yet subscribed, Thomas Spinner is the person who recorded this. Abenura Volcan, Adventure Volcano, or a volcano, yeah, I guess, is what it translates to. So beautiful sights here. So that is absolutely wonderful to see, and hopefully that you guys will have gone over there. Like I said, he's got a few other ones. He does have Frega del Fiol from last year, August 28th. No, is it August 28th? And then Yasur from 2017 are two of the ones that he's got up there. But let's not worry about that. Here's our final sunset from Reykjavik. And that is what we're seeing out there right now. and looks pretty awesome and cool. And I think that is all good. Okay. Anyway, nice sunset. I like it. Moving on, let's take a look and see if our ice cream boat is back. I'm on the wrong. I'm on the wrong screen. Ice cream boat. That should be there. Darn it, we missed it. Where is it coming? I can't tell. It's there. Well, if we don't get any ice cream today, I will be very unhappy. Bad timing. Bad timing. We'll see what happens. We'll double check on that later. Anyway, while we're here, just a quick peek at Sakurajima. And Sakurajima, again, still in the clouds, so very, very difficult to tell what is actually going on there activity-wise. We do see that this cloud is a little bit darker than usual, and comparing to those. So that may be throwing up a little bit of material into the sky. Looking at the close-up cam, again, there you can see the browner cloud, and it is definitely coming out of the volcano. So we do have a little bit of activity right now at Sakurajima, but nothing really major, no lava flying out, and no krakens or monsters or anything like that, unfortunately. So it is what we've got, and that's what we'll go with. And were we seeing anything over here yet? No. I guess we did not see Yellowstone, the Old Faithful, and that is okay. The gas crunch Germany is facing. Oh, okay, Billy Bob Joe. I wasn't aware of that they have a gas crunch there, but all right. Awesome pinned video. Thank you, Duchess of Elements. I hope you subscribe to Thomas's channel, and we'll see if we can get him a few more subscribers. That would be really awesome. Started out at, I was number 35, so I'm hoping that we can get a whole bunch more for him in there. And let's see what else we got. We did look at Hawaii earlier, but we did not take a look at what we've got for earthquakes there. So let's see if we can find that real quick, and we'll go have a look at earthquakes in general around the world, and we'll go from there. First thing I want to do, actually, before we zoom in here, I do see a red dot here, fair size 4.9, and yeah, something. Russia. That's on the bottom end here of the Kamchatka Peninsula, and they've had a couple there. There was a bigger one of 5.6 there as well. So 2 in a row, and then we do see that one 5.2 there as well. Anyway, let's zoom into Hawaii and see what we've got in our wonderful Hawaiian Islands. And right off the bat, we see a lot less activity out here at Loihi Seamount. And hey, Andy Morgan, first super chat of the day. Thank you very kindly for that wonderful dollar, and that'll work. Andy Morgan. Okay, got it, Morgan. And thank you kindly, and that all helps. And anyway, looking. No worries. Thank you kindly, Andy. I do appreciate all that you guys do. So that is awesome. Anyway, zooming in a little bit, let's see what we've got. This guy here from today at 12:50, and it was 36.9 kilometers down, and that is near Loihi, but Loihi is right here, so that is kind of in between. And kind of an odd, weird place. Pardon me. And looking right here, 1.7, 1714 is the time on that one, and 1.7 in magnitude. And this guy here is from yesterday at 2018, 1.7 as well. This guy here from today, 7:06 a.m., 2.2, and we really don't have that much activity here today. Looking at this guy, 1.9 from yesterday at 21:59. This guy from yesterday as well, 22:14, and this guy here, 21 or 2.1 at 12:04 today. So not that many quakes. And this one, 11:35 for that 1.8. And then we have a 1.9, and that was from yesterday as well, 22:20. And we've got this guy here from yesterday as well, 22:27. And really not that many new earthquakes, a lot quieter than what we've had before in the area, in the Pahala area anyway. And we they're all between about 29 and 35 kilometers down, roughly. And that is the playground well underneath the island. And that's what we see. Anyway, I wanted to look up here real quick. I don't see anything new on Mauna Loa, and we don't see anything new over here on Mauna Kea. We do have a couple here. A quick peek at these. A 1.4, fairly small, 4:05 a.m., 2.8 kilometers down, and getting a little bit closer to our Kilauea. We do have this guy here, and that is a 2.1, and that is from 13:45. Wow, Gura, thank you very kindly. That is awesome super chat, and really appreciate that. Swedish kroners, got it written down there, 109 Swedish kroners. And thank you very, very kindly. I do appreciate it all the way around. And that is awesome. Okay, looking at Kilauea, though, we don't see anything else. We do have some older ones in there, but that is the older view of Kilauea. I wish they would update it a little bit, but hey, it's the way it is. Unfortunately, USGS can't take new pictures every day, not of the volcanoes. So hopefully they'll do something with it. Anyway, zooming out, let's have a look around at other spots really quickly here. Central America, 4.5 off the coast of Costa Rica. Then we have some small ones here. 4.4 in Peru. We have another one right there, 4.5. That was part of the aftershocks of these big guys here from the other day, 6.2 and 6.1. But that is calmed down a whole bunch. 4.5, 186 kilometers down from 7:09 a.m. Then we have this 4.4 down here in Chile, 2.1 kilometers down from yesterday at 1916, and nothing too interesting there. Love the lineup all along the Kermadec Ridge right here. That is pretty awesome. And of course this Pacific plate subducting under this other plate right here. Very cool. We do see this newer quake, and that is Kermadec Islands is what they're calling it. From today, 1640 was the time, and 5.2 in magnitude, 526.2 kilometers down, so quite a ways. And then we have one near Fiji, and that is 4.4 and 567 kilometers down for that guy. Pretty awesome to see that. Looking at what we've got over here in Indonesia, pardon me, 4.2, and they call it Banda C, and that is 98.4 kilometers down, 4.2 in magnitude at 1500 or 3 p.m. their time. And this guy 4.5, Bedugul, Indonesia. I don't know if that's right, but not quite on Java, but very close. And Java begins here, and that's the next island over. And that is 10 kilometers down, 5:57 a.m. We do see that guy. I think we got this guy there, 4.9, Luwuk, 40.8 kilometers down, 10:31 a.m. I guess we didn't get him. And all our aftershocks seem to be done over here in the Philippines. Remember, this was 7.2 on other people's maps, but very, very large quake, and we know there was a bunch of damage. I did see some of the pictures, but not much we can do about broadcasting those right now. Looking at here, Mariana Trench area, that kind of stuff, we do see this 5.1, 10 kilometers down, and 8:41 a.m. We have this spot right here, and this is not the first time we've seen a little swarm right here. It has happened before. 5.3 on that one from 12 noon their time, 5.2 from 13:49. Then we have this one 4.4 from 12:11. We have 14:42 for that 4.7, 4.6 at 12:16, 4.3, 14:19. And then this guy here, 13:22 for that 4.3. So pretty awesome to see those. This guy here was 4.8 from 15:17. So a lot of little activity right there. Here was the other one, part of the subduction zone. That's the one we were looking at, 5.2 and 10 kilometers down from 10:39 a.m. We also have this 4.6 over here in Russia, and that is 336 kilometers down. Happened at 9:05 a.m. their time, and of course here we have these two, and that is 5.6 from 17:05, and if we close that, the aftershock, if you will, 4.9 at 18:05 right there as well. So that's what we're seeing, kind of major quakes, not a heck of a lot elsewhere. We do see, actually, I should get this one, 5.6 in Russia, and that is pretty heavy duty, that guy. And then I just wanted to check. I see a couple here that those were old, and then we do have our stuff here in Texas, which is really weird. I don't know what's going on there. Something is trying to get out. Maybe the lava workers are doing some stuff there. Anyway, 3.1 there from yesterday. This one 2.2 from today. There's all kinds of things happening. Anyway, near White City and New Mexico, and that is actually a part of Texas over here. This one is definitely in western Texas, so they do get those quakes. All right, I will leave them be. We check the other quakes in our wonderful Azores, but we'll have a look at La Palma. Going to refresh that real quick, and we will take a look and see what we've got today on La Palma. Not a heck of a lot. Hey, we have a bigger quake showing there. I didn't see that one before. 2.2, 2 kilometers down, and that was from 8:04 on the 27th. I don't remember seeing that there. And then we have, oh, hang on, maybe it was. from the 29th here today, 2.39 kilometers down, and that is that guy. So that is our only one from today that we have on La Palma. And actually, I'm thinking back, yesterday we did have that guy in there. That is what we see, and if we zoom right out, we do see over here up on the top a couple of them, and that is from yesterday, and 3.2 for that one, and this one is from today, and that is from 11:29, 3.3, and that is 3.3 is down 5 kilometers. The 3.2 was down 26 kilometers, according to what we're seeing over here on the chart. So that is part of that zone in between. This is right where the two plates are splitting apart. So you've got the African plate here and the Eurasian plate there, and that split actually ends up going in here and doing its thing. So as soon as we click on it, it hides it, but that's okay. Point is made. Anyway, let's look at this one real quick. We'll redo that and see what we get very quickly. So anyway, our standard stuff. So Asja up on and I'm surprised they're still showing Asja on there. I really am. It's got very, very little activity in comparison to, say, George, or even Michael volcano down here in the Sandwich Islands, South Sandwich Islands. But anyway, looking around what we've got, it's pretty much what we refer to as a status quo as before. Hey, Kathy is here, as well as Laura M. Welcome, you guys. I'm glad to have you on board. And hopefully you're enjoying the show. Let's see what else we can see here. Nothing really, really major. Oh, they've added one. What is it? Raoul? However you say that, it has gone to an orange. That is a new one on our list. So that is definitely new, you guys, and that is pretty cool. So we definitely have a new Indonesian volcano to look at in the future as well. Looking at everything else, pretty normal. I'm not going to start naming off volcanoes today. We'll just leave them be. And I'm sure they'll all be okay. Looking at this, yeah, and everybody wanted to know where Eruption is. It's right here, and that is in Ethiopia. And there we are zooming in on Eruption, so you can get a better idea of what that actually looks like there. So. There's the crater, and there's the hole that we were looking at right there. So that gives you a pretty good idea of what it looks like on a map and where it is located. So hopefully that helps you out a little bit. And if we zoom out a little bit, we may be able to get some more labels on there. Hybrid. Let's see what the hybrid looks like. Yeah, it gives you some towns and cities that are pretty close. So very awesome. Anyway, gives you the idea anyway of where it is. Closest city is this Djibouti, what if I pronounce that correctly. But that is the closest large settlement there, and it's not in Entria. That's a different country altogether. And actually, we are in Ethiopia, and I'm going to tell you a quick story of what I did read about this volcano. There was, I think, a 7-guy expedition plus their porters and stuff. I went up there, and a bunch of criminals from Etna came over and kidnapped them and held them for ransom. And ever since then, the army has put up roadblocks and is patrolling all the time now to keep them away, because I guess the tourist business makes a lot of money, and when you have bad raps from having your guests kidnapped, it doesn't bode well. People have a tendency not to want to go there. So that is pretty cool. Anyway, that's it for our earthquakes, our volcano map, and basically earthquakes as well. That's all on here, and that is pretty cool, pretty awesome. We're definitely always digging for new stuff, so that's all cool. And let's get over to our weather maps, and we're going to do these fairly quick since I'm running way over time already. And getting on to our SO2, going to refresh that so we see what it is like right now. North America actually looking very good as far as SO2 levels. Central America kind of hanging around. Wind has changed a little bit. Hopefully that'll be okay. Here's Frank. Frank is the bad guy who's taking care of the little other storm right there. Anyway, that plume pulling everything out. What I thought was coming from our Galapagos is actually just spare stuff that came off the coast and is just hanging there. Anyway, that is moving downward. We do have a lot of SO2 there in the jungles of the Amazon, which is kind of weird, and normal stuff blowing out onto the Atlantic side. We do see South Sandwich Islands down here. We are seeing from Michael volcano as making a little plume there today. Going down in here, White Isle volcano, New Zealand, definitely off-gassing and continuing to do its thing. And for those people who are wondering about where that person ended up having the issues, apparently there's some geyser fields over here in this area, and that is where the person got hurt. I'm really not sure exactly where they are, possibly in here somewhere. And that person broke through and burnt themselves in a hot hot steam pool. So that is what happened. Looking at what we see here, Melbourne, possibly from the refineries down there for that. This would be from our coal coking plants that are just in the back areas there, north of Sydney. And of course, going, wow, Gura, you didn't need to do that. Thank you. Gura, $20 or 20 Swedish kroner super chat. That works out to a couple of dollars. Anyway, thank you very kindly, Gura. And that is awesome. A little less blue C&D boy, please. And anyway, we do see our Tofua continuing, and then also looking at what we got Yasur and those buddies there doing their thing. So Luola Talk then is going to have a little bit of competition from that other new one. And I'm not sure exactly where it is located, but I'm going to try to find out what we can for tomorrow's show. Of course, Sakurajima, now I've got them switched around. Semaru is here. Sakurajima is in Japan. It's up here. This is Sakurajima, right in there. Okay, there we go. I got that bad. Merapi in the middle here making this little plume, and then of course I wish we could see what's going on there at Krakatoa, but that is not happening. And that plume or that dark area here is Jakarta and the volcano. They are both responsible. This right here from Dukono and Ibu, and then we get up here a little bit. We are seeing very, very little from Bulusan, and that would be right in here. And Bulusan is basically gone, not doing a darn thing, so we're not seeing it. And of course, some of this would be from Taal, which is right in here, but the big city area here, Manila, and all the population is creating some of that pollution. Zooming out a little bit, moving up, China is what it is, Taiwan is there. We see this here, kind of throwing some material up. That would be Suwanosi-jima, and also coming off of Sakura-jima. Other areas in Japan here, some high population areas, and we see this is down. Oh wow, thank you kindly, Grandma B. Grandma B. Thank you very much for that $3 super chat. It all helps, and thank you kindly. And anyway, Chikoratsky would be down here as well as Ibiko, so either one of them could be making that. Karimsky would be down here, and then we have our other two, which would be Bezimiani and Shivalesh. Shivalesh are probably responsible for this guy. So pretty awesome. Looking at what we've got in the rest of the planet, that's okay. In Australia, we do see that. South Africa, still same thing as usual. Industrial smelting going on there. DR Congo, volcano and coking plants that they have there. So that's what we're seeing. And of course, you can't see anything coming from Erta, but you know where it is. We've zoomed in on it so you could see it. But you see all that pollution, and Saudi Arabia, of course, having a lot of oil refineries. They're doing their thing, and that's what we get, is that pollution. Sliding up a little bit more, we do see this coming off of our wonderful Mount Etna. It is not as intense as it was, and of course we do have a little bit coming off of Stromboli, as well as Volcano. I haven't really seen what the gas output of Volcano is as of late, but it's not that much. So pretty much normal all the way around the rest of the way. Let's take a look at weather. I'm going to refresh that real quick, and we'll rush through this one, and we'll get a quick peek at it. North America, starting off with Canada and Alaska, looking at fair today up there, starting to cool off in the upper latitudes, and sliding down here we see British Columbia, Alberta, Saskatchewan, and portions of Manitoba got some heat, as well as when we slide down into the U.S. We see some very hot temperatures still in Washington and Oregon and northern California and those places, and very, very hot temperatures, 41, 42 degrees in some spots, super, super hot. Looking at eastern Canada, Ontario, not too bad, about the same as New York, might be a little bit warmer going out, PEI and Nova Scotia, not bad. Newfoundland, slightly cooler. We do have a little bit more warmth up here in Quebec, and that's a little odd, but that's okay. And looking at what we've got here, looks not so bad. A little bit mixed up. It looks like the hot air is sticking to the lower elevations. We see the higher stuff is not as bad. Looking at Phoenix, 35, 34, 35. Death Valley, 44 degrees. And Death Valley is is always notoriously hot, but 44 doesn't sound so bad today. And that is what we've got there. Pretty warm in Texas. We do see most of Texas is still holding some good temperature, but at least it's not in the 40s, up in the 40 plus temperatures. That is too hot. And Florida and the eastern coast here are looking not bad at all. Looking at Cancun, cooled off a little bit by about a degree or so. Instead of 28, we're looking at 27, 26 today. But still, for a vacation spot, hey, it's been 28 for the last 2 months, so why not? But anyway, Central America looking not bad. Our Amazon cooling off a little bit, but not so bad. Cutoff line way north there, Sao Paulo is pretty much the cutoff point today, and that is pretty nasty. So a winter is set in deep there, and very, very chilly down here in Chile. Look at all these low pressure systems. Boom, 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 boom. Just wow. And more out here. Oh, a couple of highs out there, but wild. Anyway, there's another low. I wonder what happened with the other one that was sitting right on top of there, but this one will probably move right onto the island as well. And this, of course, is New Zealand, and you see the horrible temperatures, 2-3 degrees, and a lot of places. Some coastal stuff, of course, a little bit warmer, but North Island of New Zealand is a lot warmer. So if you're going to move there, stick to the north. Looking at what we've got in Australia, Tasmania, first off, about the same as what we see in southern island of New Zealand, but I guess a little bit warmer on the edges, not by much. We do see here Melbourne in 9 degrees right now, and Leo Carlson isn't here today, so he's probably too frozen to be able to type. Anyway, that's what we're seeing. We see that high pressure sitting there, and that is keeping it cold. But that is helping some circulation to bring down some of that warm air, and that is bringing it into the other area. That's pretty awesome. Perth holding in at 12 or 13. Sydney, we've got 12 degrees. 16 in Brisbane, the land of Oz. And that is a little bit warmer, and I'm glad that is there. Looking at what we see here in the Indonesian area, big storm out here, and then we do see 29, 30, what is it, Bangkok, 30 degrees, and that is pretty cool. 78% humidity, very hot. What is this? Songda. Songda is sitting here in what do they call that? The East China Sea is what they call that. This is the Yellow Sea up here, and this is the East China Sea, where Songda is sitting and twirling a big storm. So we'll see where that goes. High pressure sitting on up here in Japan, but that's probably what's keeping some of those clouds away. Not that nice. Kamchatka Peninsula cooled down a whole bunch, which is awesome. Still a little bit of heat left in the interior here. I'm sure that will change in the next week or two. Moving over to India, pretty much normal. And looking at Saudi Arabia, very hot on the lowlands. You see some of the higher elevations are a little cooler. Same thing within Iran. Iraq is cooking at 33, 34. And then we've got our wonderful Sahara Desert in there. And it seems to have cooled off just a little bit from what it was. Although I don't want to call 39 degrees Celsius cool, okay? but some of the other areas have cooled off a little bit, and northern portions of Spain a lot cooler, and we are still seeing a lot of stuff. Here's where our wonderful Aurelio is from, and that's about 18 degrees for them. At least he'll be able to sleep tonight. Looking here at Sicily, anywhere from about 20 to about 23 degrees, so not bad. Some stuff a little bit warmer right at the water's edge all the way around. In Italy as well, we do see up here probably got some storms happening in the cold areas in the Alps. We do see a lot of wind, and this is what is coming in here for a Piggy. And there we go, 27, 28. Piggy maybe at about 25, 26, but still that is nighttime temperatures, very, very hot. And that is what, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning there, just about. Looking at France, not too bad for nighttime, same thing as Germany and Poland up here, as well as our wonderful England and Wales. And Irish monk probably enjoying his doghouse at 16 degrees Celsius. Oh, did I say that out loud? He's probably enjoying his stay there. Anyway, a little bit of fun, you guys. It's all good. And seeing what we've got here, looks a little cooler in Norway, as well as the northern portions of Finland and Sweden. Down on the bottom here, we're near Stockholm, still about 15, 16 degrees, so not too bad. Could be a little warmer, but hey, that's this time of year. Iceland, on the other hand, it's not getting that direct warm air blowing up. This low is stopping it, and should get out of the way so we can have that stream come up there and melt everything. But anyway, there we go. Quick peek, 7, 8, 5. Some places a little cooler than others. So, yep, summer's over. And when we see Iceland starting to freeze over again, we know. Anyway, zooming back out a little bit, that's basically our weather. And there we have Georgette and Frank. And Frank is mean, and Georgette is going to get beat up by Frank, and or devoured, one of the two. Quick peek at precipitation. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it. We do have those storms there. Equatorial storm pretty much across the planet. What we see, what we've got in North America, Canada, some stuff here in Alberta and BC, west or eastern portions of Canada, Quebec, and looks like possibly Nova Scotia, a little bit maybe in PEI, but definitely our Newfoundland is getting nailed, and of course northern portions of Quebec. Looking along the edges here, we do have some storms going all the way across the U.S., which really isn't anything new. A little bit down here in Florida, not as bad though. And it looks like, where are we here? That'd be top end of Louisiana and Mississippi as well. So that's kind of what we're seeing in there. And that is actually going all the way into Georgia. Atlanta's got some storms as well. Looking at what we've got here, Texas, variable storms all over the place. It is monsoon season in wonderful Arizona there, so we see a bunch of those different storms popping up all over the place. Not so good. And of course, off the coast here of Mexico, that's where you've got these two storms, and Frank is definitely the bigger guy. He's probably going to devour that smaller storm. northern portions of the Amazon rainforest, you would expect it to be raining. Looking at New Zealand real quick, we do see that low was bringing a bunch of rain into the top of the South Island, and down on the bottom end here, that might be another low building right there, so not so good for them. And looking at that high there is keeping the rain off of Tasmania and out of the Melbourne area, and that is pretty good. But we do have this low sitting here, creating this shear front, and that is going to be interesting to see what happens. We got two lows, one feeding the other one. That will be kind of neat. Going up, we do see the different storms there, and here's this guy. That's going to be a nasty one for those people. And going up here, this is the other one that they named Songda, and that is in the East China Sea, if I'm correct. And then, of course, we see it's hitting Japan as well, and that a lot of that cloud is what we're seeing at Sakurajima, and that is what's blowing in there. So that will make our visibility very poor there. And looking at what we've got in Africa, pretty much a normal, same thing with India, nothing super special. Hey, Anna Wallner, and here in Germany is 3:30 in the morning, early morning, Laura. Okay, yep, it is very early there. And looking at what we have in Germany, you should have some thunderstorms or at least rain happening, Anna. And hopefully that's not raining on you too bad. And we do see some storms here in northern portions of Italy, as well as some of the other small countries there. I'm not going to worry about that so much, but yep, lots of storms in Germany. And then we move over to England. And ooh, Irish Monk is just getting missed by that nasty rain. And of course, up here in Scotland, they're really getting nailed. We also have northern portion of England getting bombarded as well. Quick peek here, looks like it's no rain in Norway, very little in Sweden. We do have a storm sitting over here. That is in Russia and Finland as well, and that is just north of St. Petersburg there. So that's kind of what we're seeing. And let's go over to Iceland, and there's that same system that's inundating Scotland. Is also sitting up here. That's the low, and that's the driving force to this storm system, and we are seeing snow in some portions of Iceland, and that is bad. All right, leaving that alone, time to find our coldest temperature, and in the Antarctic, and we'll have to switch pretty soon and use the Arctic because it'll be colder up there. I'm kidding, it won't be colder. Sue says minus 65. I seen a minus 65 right there. Nothing colder. Darn it. So I match your 65. And do we have anything a bit colder? And I don't know if we do or not. Doesn't look like it. I think our minus 65 is about as cold as we're going to get today. So that is that's probably a relief for our wonderful penguins, being a little bit better. So yep, we'll stick with that minus 65 since I found that number as well, and that is right there. So still bundle up your penguins because that is still very, very cold, and you want to do that. Okay, Kananaskis country, do you want to switch? You can take box A, that is 33 degrees Celsius, or box B, that is minus 65 degrees Celsius. Which would you like, Canada's country? I think he's going to go for the 33C. We'll see. Anyway, that is yeah, sure, minus 65. Oh boy, you're not going to be happy with that. I guarantee it. Maybe it feels that way right now, but you don't want to. Trust me, really. Anyway, that's it for today, you guys, and it's been a wonderful show, and I am hoping that you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully we will be able to kind of keep everybody smiling here, and that we had enough wonderful lava and for today. And that darn music again. Okay, I fixed that. Okay. Anyway, for those good people who are here, if you still haven't gone over to Thomas Spinner's channel, the link is up on the top. Please go over there, hit that darn subscribe button, give him a few little words in the comments there, and tell him that you came from Dr. Fox stream, and he's aware of our stream, of course, and it gave permission for us to be able to see this and view Urta Ale's wonderful crater and the lovely lava in there, and I really do appreciate that. He does have a few other videos there, so that is always nice. Give it a shot, you guys, and help him out, and a growing channel, and of course the more subscribers they get, the more encouragement they get, and that helps us everywhere, and grow. So that is kind of what we got. Oh, okay, before we take off, remember Ruapehu with all those clouds? I'm going to show you some. That's Ruapehu right now. Remember, we couldn't see it about an hour ago. It was just absolutely horrible. But that is Ruapehu in New Zealand, and that is pretty awesome. I just figured I'd share that with you before you took off, and we'll put it back on here. So thank you, everyone, for being here. Thank you to our guest moderator, Gura, and glad that you were on board today, and that you hopefully enjoyed it a little bit and had a little bit of fun, and now you know what it's like, and a little bit different, a little bit of pressure, and that's all good. But on that friendly note, I am going to wrap it up. Big thank you to our wonderful super chatters. We had Andy Morgan for his super chat, and then we had 2 from Gura, and 1 from Grandma B. Thank you guys. You guys are awesome with the super chats. I do appreciate it. And okay. Got that. I just had an email here pop up. I just read what it said real quick. And big thank you to all the moderators, of course. Arizona Snowman, C&D Boy, Piggy, of course. And thank you, Piggy, for those wonderful seeds. And also for Gura today for being here and doing a guest moderator job. Also, thank you to Gary for being in the background, and also Joseph Fields Official was also here, so I think I've got everybody covered. So thank you, moderators. Thank you, members. I really do appreciate the support from each and every one of you. You guys are awesome. And that is kind of it. So on that friendly note, it is time for me to relax a little bit. My throat is getting sore. And is this live? No, the one that is on the screen right now is from last November from La Palma. There, Greg Ryan. And thank you for popping in and watching, though. If it was live, we would definitely tell you. So, all cool. And be good. Thanks everyone. Thank you to the whole lava family. We appreciate each and every one of you. So that is awesome. And take care of yourselves. And please, please remember, tell your loved ones that you love them tonight, for tomorrow is never promised. I'm your host, DrFox2000, here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Take care and have a wonderful night. Oink, oink.